Hey, screen printers, it's hoodie season again. And you know what that means? Lots of fluff in your shop. So in this video, we're breaking down 4 different types of adhesive that you can use for screen printing on hoodies and comparing them whilst printing on this Allmade AL5000 CVC hoodie fleece. So what are we printing with today? Well, first of all, we're printing with our traditional web adhesive, kind of stinky aerosol can. Then we have our water-based adhesive. We'll see if this even works. We have the medium Tack yellow PrintGRIP and our PalletGel by PMI. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pair how these stick to the hoodie fleece and how often we have to either reapply or clean them. This Quartz flash does a great job of heating things up nice and quick, and you wanna make sure your platens are to printing temperature so you emulate printing conditions. How do you know your platens are up to temperature? Well, you can feel it, you can measure with a temp gun, but the cool thing with PalletGel is you can actually see it because as it gets to printing temperature, it changes to a lighter green. And the first thing we're gonna do is load the hoodie and then do our first print. So the thing I want to take a look at is how the adhesive sticks to that hoodie its first application. And then we're starting out with our water-based glue. Sticks down nice and firm. Good. Today we're just doing a print flash print with our Wilflex Quick White. Great for hoodie printing. Got some low bleed characteristics. Goes down nice and smooth through this 125 standard mesh screen. Making sure that ink clears that first time. Gonna do 2 passes print flash print on all of these. Nice and bright. Okay, we're also gonna test how this holds under the first flash. If we see any movement as that hoodie or fleece can sometimes slightly shrink. So with our PrintGRIP, it also holds well the first time. Okay, by far that is the stickiest of all applications. And then finally our PalletGel. Holds very nice the first time as well. These are nice and flash. I'm examining the print for any movement and it looks really nice, but let's see how it prints. It's Allmade fleece print, amazing. So we got a nice smooth print and we're just gonna do 1 overpass. I can see nice and crisp, no movement there. Now with PrintGRIP, we're gonna look at the same thing. Beautiful, nice, crisp print. It's like retail quality there, no movement. Then with our traditional web, we expect this to work just fine. And it does, performs great, obviously. And then finally with our PalletGel. And that seems to work great too. So after our first rotation, which we would expect, things are looking good for all different types of adhesive. Okay, now we're gonna take the hoodie off and see how the second application goes by just simply flipping the hoodie around. We got a nice fuzz built up there. This is our traditional, so this is the second application of the actual water-based glue. Put it down and it's pretty much moving already. So you might get 2 applications out of this, but we'll actually see as we send this around to flash. So here we have our PrintGRIP, nice and sticky too, so you could actually go 2 rounds with this, no problem. Now we have our traditional web tack, and then we'll drop this on the back, see how that sticks. You might be able to get 2 applications. I know a lot of people actually stick web tack on every single rotation, especially as things get going. We have our PrintGel. So obviously we can see we're at a printing temp here. Put the second application on, and we got decent adhesion there. With our water-based glue, there's actually 2 ways to manage it. One, you could clean it, and second, just reapply it. So let's try reapplying it and see how that looks. We can probably go directly back onto this, very similar to reapplying a web adhesive. That works really good. The next way we can manage it is actually just clean it off. It takes about 10 seconds or so, but pretty wet, so we'd have to let it flash again after another rotation. So really, we're doing that almost every single time. Okay, with our PrintGRIP, that came off pretty easy, so we're definitely not gonna get another application. Let's clean off and see how that looks. Very easy to clean off, cleans off in, again, about 10 seconds, but we're gonna have to let that go around again. With our traditional mist, we could have got that second application, so I don't think we would be getting a third application. Yeah, it's not sticking at all anymore. Again, we just need to quickly reapply that, then knock it down with that card, and we can go immediately back to printing. With our PalletGel, we could have gotten maybe that second application there, but again, we'll just clean it off real fast. Again, we're gonna have to probably run that underneath the flash dryer before reapplying a hoodie. So for this hoodie season, I think the winner is, for efficient and production, probably our traditional, well, web adhesive. However, for those of you looking for a little bit more eco-friendly or no aerosol approach, it was really cool to see how these others performed. First, we have our new PalletGel. You can tell it when it gets to temp, and it actually works for probably 2 rotations, pretty easy to clean. If you can find a faster way to dry it off after cleaning rather than having to flash it one more time, it would actually be pretty quick. It was also cool to see a couple different options with our traditional Sgreen adhesive. Now, there are heavier duty versions of this that could probably work a little bit better, but whether it's reapplication, which we could go directly back on press on, takes about 10-15 seconds to reapply that, or cleaning it off, that actually didn't work too bad either. Again, if you clean it off, you have to then send it around one more time. And then we had the PrintGRIP. Remember, this is our medium tack, so we do have the black super tack, which probably would hold for 3 to 4 different rotations, but we wanted to try just the standard to begin with. And you can clean it off pretty quickly with water, but then you have to dry it with a flash, so you'll lose a rotation of production right there. So this hoodie season, make sure to dial in your adhesive so you get the best for speed and quality on press without leaving a bunch of gunk for your customers to deal with. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Drop a comment in the section below or tag a friend. And thanks for powering the print with Ryonet.